Holy, hey, howdy, and hello, gamers. Welcome back to Face It League, or so this time OWCS. It is us dropping straight into the heat. Oh my good God. We are dropping straight into the match. This is Disguise versus Extinction. Extinction banning out the Zarya first, forcing this type of brawl to come out from the likes of Tread and the rest of Disguised. Bastion ban from them, forcing everyone to stick to the ground. Sniper on the hazard, struggling a bit here. I am freshly out of the shower, clean and ready to rock and roll. There are still some things we're setting up as I just got home from work, but nonetheless, we are here to game, we are here to play, and the pulse is here from Ryan that doesn't quite stick or go his way. As Scuff tries to stay alive, but Tread wailing away at them won't quite do them any good. And that will be the full first fight coming to an end. As we finish getting configured here, I hear myself. The delay should be kicking in now, or should already be kicked in, but nonetheless, it is looking to be a second fight on the ropes here. Grapes making the change over to the Mizuki. And now the Kitsune gets traded by both teams. PDK Holy, hey, howdy, and hello, gamers. Welcome back to Face It League, or so this time OWCS. It is us dropping straight into the heat. Oh my good God. We are dropping straight into the match. This is Disguise versus Extinction. Extinction banning out the Zarya first, forcing this type of brawl to come out from the likes of Tread and the rest of Disguised. Bastion ban from them, forcing everyone to stick to the ground. Sniper on the hazard, struggling a bit here. I am freshly out of the shower, clean and ready to rock and roll. There are still some things we're setting up as I just got home from work, but nonetheless, we are here to game, we are here to play, and the pulse is here from Ryan that doesn't quite stick or go his way. As Scuff tries to stay alive, but Tread wailing away at them won't quite do them any good. And that will be the full first fight coming to an end. As we finish getting configured here, I hear myself. The delay should be kicking in now, or should already be kicked in, but nonetheless, it is looking to be a second fight on the ropes here. Grapes making the change over to the Mizuki. And now the Kitsune gets traded by both teams. PDK to lock in this overclock. Looking for more now. Playing their time, playing slowly, but Grapes to get rushed down to the backline as Tread, PGE, and Ryan to get traded as well. PGE to take down for that fight, including use of the Deadeye. Another fight going the way of this squad of Disguised. Now the investments to come through, 97% and counting, as Sniper can't quite make it to the point, but Ryan does. The beat from left is able to keep up the rest of Disguise as Scuff finds the pick, but gets taken out by the turret. The point to eventually flip in favor of that Extinction squad, but it's going to be a rough go of it as they try and hold on. Tread back on the ball, shutting down Sniper instantly. Point to get traded out. Scuff not quite making it back. Grapes on the cat will find that follow-up touch, and Ryan's pulse will land onto Lep. Rocket now holding it down this point, but it's gonna be the flash from PGE to take down Ryan, and the follow-up on the Grapes is there. Another Deadeye. PGE to take down PDK and to take down round number 1 of Ilios.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
Getting everything sorted out, configured, ready to go. Cutting it a little close once again with myself, but we're here nonetheless. We are here. Thank you all so much for coming, hanging out with me. We'll talk more about the match and the meanings of this match as we head into the next map, but to get us caught up, ready and rearing to go, the Skies now looking for their opening, immediately taking to the point, using that Symmetra, sticking to that Ramatra as well. The shots to ring out from PGE as PDK does find the trade, but not before Sniper goes down. It'll be very tough for Extinction to find an opening without the tank of Sniper and Ryan to make the swap over onto the Pharah. Something we saw quite a bit in OWCS Champions Clash, but finally we get to see Ryan show off a bit more of that flexibility. The boop to send Lep careening off the edge. PGE low as well. PGE does find the shot onto Grapes though. PDK barely able to escape, but Sniper not so lucky. Ryan tiptoeing their way around PGE to just barely live. And it will be the likes of Ryan to stay alive, but it will be Extinction to keep themselves in this fight. Grapes in and out. PGE's Cassidy really keeping Ryan stuck in place though, making things difficult for this Extinction squad to take any space. Ryan goes to take space. This hazard's so difficult against the turrets that slow down the momentum. Tread, which also has that same capability of slowing down. The full dive though in tow. Sniper getting whittled down so fast, able to climb their way back up. PGE's ult shut down by PDK's overclock. The follow-up has to be there though. The Kiriko ult from Skyle being shut down, coming to an end, but the cross map TP will be strong to trade positions with the Extinction squad. The barrage to assist in finding Rocket, and so much damage will be missing now from the likes of this squad. Ryan to help finish taking down this leftover disguised squad. Skyle to get taken down. The trade of the point to be removed as well, as finally Extinction get their hold on this second point, and for seemingly the first time so far this map. But it is a strong defensively built composition. There are some changes being made to Disguised, and that of Tread going to the Diva, Rocket going over to the Tracer, the Suzu to come out, and that ult to lock PGE into place. Skyle to get caught up next as PDK finds the pick. Rocket getting pressure placed on them, and it will be a follow-up fight to be won by that of Extinction. A lot of ultimates invests in that of Sniper's Downpour and Grapes' Wu Yang ultimate. Grapes now swapping back over to the Wu Yang to put a bit more pressure onto the Diva of Tread. The ult early from PGE brings Ryan to 1 HP, and PGE nails the shot. Follows up with a silver bullet shot onto PDK in the backline. Grapes continues to try and backtrack, but can only backtrack so far, as there is quite the upper hand here. But Scuffed coming online with that ultimate so soon, finally finding it, but Sniper so far away from Scuffed. It'll take a menacing recovery of a fight to take down the point touched by the likes of Extinction, but it wasn't touched in time for the OT. Just a little too early. But it will be Disguised to take down map number 1.
Play of the game.
As PGE with the play of the game. Apologies. Some of the information on the screen was a bit incorrect, but it is getting all fixed now. As I was saying toward the beginning of that game, I hopped in to this very match the second I walked through the door to get home from work. So things are a little bit scattered, a little bit all over the place. But nonetheless, we're here to play, we're here to game. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this composition, with this tournament that will be happening today, match number 1 is this very match, and that of the upper bracket finals of Disguise versus Extinction. In the lower bracket semifinals, it will be Kintsugi versus Dildux, the grand finals of Master Division rematch that was just 2 days ago. And the loser of that is knocked out of this promotion relegation tournament. And what exactly does that mean? That means that the top 2 spots for those who make it out alive in this tournament, the 2 OWCS teams getting knocked down to this tournament, being that of Extinction and Disguised, and the top 2 teams from Master Division being Kintsugi and Dildux, as we mentioned. All 4 of these teams fighting for their opportunity, fighting for their spot, and being able to make it either to OWCS for the first time or make it back to an OWCS spot. So coming in to map number 2, we'll be headed to Extinction's map pick in this first to 3 series, best of 5. It will be Extinction to pick Sunny Suravasa. Now, Suravasa, a map a bit more known for its ability to play a wide array of different compositions. And as it will be the first map won by Disguised, that means the first ban will be by Extinction. And that first ban will be the Lucio. The follow-up ban from Disguised, Diva. As it is just myself and my lovely co-caster, Bald Hyper, today. Thank you, Bald Hyper, for coming and joining me. And thank you for all coming and joining me today. It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to cast again. Not every day do I get to cast 2 OWCS teams. Most of the time in that regard, I'm just co-streaming. But last season, was able to get with Extinction, be able to start dipping my toes into the Overwatch casting world once again. And it has been a ton of fun. And speaking of fun, we're headed to our map number 2, where that fun gets to continue once again. We are live both on my own channel as well as the Extinction channel, twitch.tv/hypertheworst and twitch.tv/extinctionNA1. So thank you all for coming, hanging out, joining me. Immediately after this match, we will stay live on my channel and we'll be playing some Overwatch, chilling, hanging out, as well as another cast of that Kintsugi versus Dildux lower bracket game at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you are there for that, because that is going to be another banger of a match. And whoever loses that will be out of the tournament. Whoever wins this match will face off somebody in the grand finals, but whoever loses will have to face the winner of that Master Division rematch. So as we hop into map number 2 here, the Extinction squad rolling out on this variant of the so-called Korean comp that we saw quite a bit during OWCS via teams like Zeta Division. It will be Sniper to come out on that Sigma, Tread to stick to their guns, to stick to that Ramatra. But the likes of Rocket and PGE back on the Cassidy, back on the Tracer, as this Tracer duel between Rocket and Ryan gets ready to go. It will be PDK to take to the skies, left to get shut down. PGE's flashbang not quite connecting, but Tread to remain steadfast, or at least attempt to, as they now backtrack, or tread backwards, I suppose. But Rocket will take down Ryan, giving an opening here to Disguise to try and make their engage, to try and make their point presence known. PDK to drop to that low ground, but being healed and kept up by the rest of the squad, now being carried back into the stratosphere, almost coming online, but the healing and damage a bit more there for Disguised. That fight, as it will be Disguised to take first fight, although not quite having that first initial cap of the point. As I'm struggling to use my keyboard. It will be the re-engage now from the likes of the squad. The stick, though, from PDK. They try and use their ultimate to regain the overhealth, but it'll be too late. Too much damage taken. And the reset now from the side of Extinction. It will be the reset and go again angle. But as we look to get settled down for this match, Extinction looks to change up that composition quite a bit. Now, moving over to that Ramatra of their own. Grape staying on the Jetpack Cat with PDK in tow. The Kitsune to get used early from Skyle. Sniper to go for some point touch, but struggling to stay alive as they try and keep themselves on this point. The ult to come out from Tread, though, will make so much space and cut off so many angles as well. PDK churning away at the the Ramatra, but eventually will fall. And so far, Disguise just playing to their strengths and doing a good job of it as well. As it is going to be first flashpoint taken here by the Disguised squad. Extinction trying to find their re-entry. Last time these two teams met was indeed in OWCS Stage 1, with Disguise taking the win. Extinction trying to change that and make their rebuttal. The bash from Lepto getting punished by Sniper and Scuff's Kiriko ultimate. The pulse from Rocket immediately shut down and shut out as that Kiriko ultimate engage from Extinction. Electric, and able to finally find their footing. Although it be on this second point. Extinction going to be looking for an angle to just maintain this aggressive nature of theirs. And on the flip side of things, it is going to be Disguise DSG to try and find an opening. Ryan has the ultimate online as PGE now walks menacingly toward the back line. Ryan gonna take a shot and get taken down, but the pulse bomb blocked. Sniper responds with an ultimate of their own, preventing Lep from walking anywhere. The ult comes out from Grapes, which forces the roll from PGE, inevitably taking them down. Sniper, in desperate need of assistance, won't be able to find it, and it'll just be these supports of Scuffed and Grapes left over as Ryan hasn't quite made it yet, and the cleanup is there from Disguised to hold themselves in it. A great play from Disguised. Able to hold on. Just play it slowly. even though they were down Lep early. But now the re-engage from PDK has arrived. PDK falling quite low though, forced to get dropped onto the ground. Tread takes to the form, now using that ultimate. The pulse bomb whiffed from Rocket. Hold that, he says, as now Scuffed mashes that ultimate, but still getting taken down. The healing now lackluster for Extinction causes this fight to fall apart. PGE getting walked on by Sniper, but shots landing true, able to assist them and the rest of the team. And possibly one more fight here, but with Ryan getting taken down so late, it'll be a tough call. Grapes the only one to look for a possible touch here, but it'll be a bit of a death throw, unfortunately, as the second they come down, they will just get obliterated. Ryan not able to touch, getting pressured out. And so, map point now. Map's moving so fast. The tempo able to be consistently kept up by Disguised. PGE, Leps, Kyle, all with ultimates of their own online. Extinction with a bit of a leg up coming into this fight in terms of their positioning, though. That jetpack cat bastion, or the flight stick meta, as I love to call it. Looking for the different angles. PGE now looking for the ultimate, but the rotation from PDK and Grapes is solid. The ult comes to an end, which allows the re-engagement to come through. PDK getting taken down to 1. The rotation just asking a bit too much, but it will be the ultimate to be able to keep them alive. Skyle to go for the ultimate of their own, and now PGE gets swept down, punched down, and taken down a notch. Rocket's ultimate not quite landing. But Skyle able to take down Ryan, does attempt to keep things even here. Sniper's ult comes to an end with Tread wailing away as Scuff taking that pick, but the fight overall looking to go the way of Extinction. Rocket with the follow-up pick, but that will be all they wrote for this very fight. As I forget how to drink water and spill some on myself. It'll have to be Extinction to not spill any of their spaghetti here. Some perfect Overwatch will need to be played to both not lose out in that ult economy for the remainder of this map, but also to prevent an easy walk from the other side of things as PDK looks to waltz their way into the backline. Tread falling so incredibly low, but the poke from Rocket is enough to take down the likes of PDK, but Ryan is there to clean up with Scuffed on the Kiri. But this is no Scuffed gameplay. 2 ults used, none used from Disguise. A good blank slate forced. This ult advantage from the likes of Extinction, or sorry, excuse me, from the likes of Disguise, will be taken advantage of on the entry here. 99% is hit by Extinction as Ryan forced out, but Sniper with the pick on a Tread now makes this entire lineup from Disguise completely open. It's that downfall of playing the Ramatra, playing the more seemingly in-a style of focusing heavily onto that brawl. In Extinction, they make full use of it by adjusting their composition, being confident in their composition, playing the jetpack cat along with the Ramatra, mind you. Just a little something different that I don't think we've actually gotten to see before, but nonetheless, Rocket calling, or looking rather, for that ultimate. A pause being called by Sniper, perhaps some issues. It did look like Sniper was going for a bit of a bit of some technical difficulties. But I guess no pause. The 5 ults will be online for Disguise. Extinction 4. PDK just not having that ultimate online, but great potential here for both of these teams to line it up. The positive side of Disguise composition is their ability to hold aggressively in the defense. The jetpack cat of Grapes lands down, tries to look for something, anything. Ryan's pulse not able to find that, but PGE's ult able to punish Ryan's engage. Grapes looking to just stay alive here. A Sniper rotates to the point, but unfortunately on their lonesome. Scuff does find one. looking to put the pressure onto Lep, and now just trying to block, trying to stay alive. PGE to fall. But with Rocket finding the pick onto Scuffed and Sniper falling, it'll have to be an all or nothing next fight. Pardon me. Skyle, only one with that all. The scratch comes on to Rocket. Rocket traded out, but Grapes going down leaves PDK so vulnerable without the maneuverability of that Jetpack Cat. PGE looking for the pick. The ult slamming down, not landing as the pick will come through. Tread wailing away at Sniper, now in full use of Skyle's Kiriko ultimate. Grapes is able to find the pick after finding PGE, but Ryan, no abilities left in disguise to put us on match point. Finding Saravasa 3-1. As this the Kiriko ultimate by Skyle.
Just needed a dash of mischief.
But unfortunately, for the likes of Extinction, it will be taking to a next, possibly final map if they're not cautious enough.
Done and done.
Extinction does have the ball in their court, but remember, it being a first to 3, it'll be match point. So it will be Extinction's map choice and first ban opportunity. But I think the question on everybody's mind here is, what do you do? The Cat Bastion not quite working for Extinction, seemingly able to just be shut down by PGE on the Cassidy and Lep and Skyle, no matter what they've been playing so far. So what adjustments, what swaps do you make to try and correct things? And to answer that, it will be Extinction taking us to Rialto. Along with Rialto, does it leave the bans open for Extinction to choose? They can't ban the Zarya or the Lucio. Those have both already been banned by Extinction. They could ban the Bastion or the Diva if they so choose, but doubt we'll see that. Instead, it will be the Cassidy banned out by Extinction, in disguise banning out the Jetpack Cat. Gamers, as we look to a map number 3 match point for the side of Disguise. Once again, those bans, Extinction banning out the Cassidy, Disguised banning out that Jetpack Cat. Now we have seen Extinction
5, 4, 3, 2.
run down
Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
that Sigma composition, the Korea comp before, and we've seen Grapes already on that Mizuki, but so far a bit of different looks here. Skyle let playing the Zen Brig, and from Extinction it'll be the Kiri with the Brig. So slightly different styles, but the same DPS and tank, the Diva, along with that Tracer and the Soj. Dread looks up at the pressure onto point. Counter pressure being applied by Sniper. More damage from the Disguise composition. However, more brawl being enabled by that Brig. More healing as well by that Brig Kiri from Extinction. Skyle holding so far back though will make it difficult to put pressure onto that, but Sniper tries to go for it, has to dive away, finds the Mega, but now on their lonesome gets pressured out. Grapes to assist Ryan in finding Rocket, finding that final blow. But with no tank, it is indeed a problem. The old wraparound given by Ryan forces Skyle slightly out of position, but rotating back up to the high ground with Lep as previously done. The entire Extinction squad looking to play around that rotation, bar Ryan, who's looking to put the pressure onto Cart as well as Rocket. Sniper to take the high ground away from this Disguise squad. But PDK to open things up with that pick onto Rocket. The Pulse Bomb online from Ryan as well. As Skyle's Transcendence, the Tranquility forced out. Scuff will match it. Lep has that ultimate and will immediately pop it after getting forced back. Skyle to boop. Sniper off the map. Sniper just getting a little too far from the rest of the Extinction squad and getting punished by that boop. Oh, the whip shot though from Lep. The rest of Extinction forced out now. Both support ults used here by the Extinction squad, but it'll have to be that full cap Rocket ult to get eaten. That Pulse Bomb, a delicious meal for Sniper. The ult popped early from PGE as well. That rotation not quite completed by Extinction, nor the engage. They're able to just wait out that overclock. Now that engage is free. As Tread takes down PDK, the trades come in. Ryan takes down Lep, but not without getting taken down themselves by Skyle. Sniper having the pressure put onto them. The bomb forced, as well as the Transcendence. But 50 seconds remain as the two fallen Extinction members look to make their way back from spawn. The in and out engage from Tread. This composition from Extinction is going to be a lot difficult. It's going to be very difficult for the rotations to successfully come out as Grapes goes aggressive with that ultimate, looks to punish Tread and force them off of the height. Skyle to get forced alongside them in the follow-up. Grapes with the 3K with the bash, just this fight alone. Tread being, so rather Tread sending Sniper on a wild goose chase. Has that bomb for the re-engage, but opting not to use it. And first cap will finally go Extinction's way. But follow-up will be required. High ground taken early from Extinction.
Like a gentle rain.
Now we wait For this next engage, Extinction just kind of biding their time, waiting for a solid opportunity. Sniper in and out, tries to force the position, drops down off of the height, needing some extra healing. Scuffed has the ultimate online, pops it straight down main. Ryan to find the pick onto Rocket as well. PDK with the follow-up onto PGE opens this fight up, but Sniper getting demeched won't quite do any uses here. Leb closing in on the ultimate could make things significantly easier for this re-engage as Tread pressures at the point. Scuffed forced to TP back to assist Scrapes. Ryan trying to make their way back after the unfortunate pulse bomb attempts. That ult used now by Lep, forcing their way onto Grapes. Grapes not having the ult quite to meet it, but Rocket is there to assist. But the C9, too many members from Disguise chasing down the backline of Extinction. Not enough members assisting on the front line. It'll be Ryan to find the pick onto Lep. PDK will get taken down, but that second cap going the way of Extinction. And the rest of Disguise in desperate need of a moment to stop this assault. PDK with the opening onto Lepto, which surely won't be doing any favors. The pulse bomb comes out. Ryan helping Sniper find the pick onto Lep. The follow up onto Sniper is there. Tread the next to fall. And the cleanup from Extinction is complete. And the ults online are very much so. Next fight looks to line up as Grapes goes for the ultimates. PDK to follow up Skyle's ultimate to try and withhold that space from being used. PGE getting pressured by Grapes in that back line, getting bashed out of the way as well. Rocket on the sim tries to pump in that extra damage, anything that they can. Tread to find that pick onto Grapes does make things a little difficult for Extinction. The counter ult to come through from Lep. Grapes switching to the Lucio to try and come back as soon as they can, but with that bomb and the remake, PGE will be the one to shut down the remake from Sniper. Looking for more now. See if they can find it. Rocket does find Scuffed as Ryan uses that recall and finds their way out. Sniper making the swap over to the Zarya as well. With Grape sticking to the Lucio. PGE now on the Bastion with Rocket's Symmetra, who now has the ultimate online. Rocket uses that ult very early. Grapes boops the Diva engage away, but gets caught out on their lonesome. Brian has the touch onto point. But no one from Extinction able to touch the pressure, just too much. And Disguised holds on to map number 3, or excuse me, map number 4. Nope, map number 3. Map number 3's third point, not allowing that full cap to come in, and also thus setting a clear distinction, a clear line in the sand for Extinction. So we'll have to see now if any composition adjustments are made to either of these squads. But seeing as these two teams are very consistent with the type of compositions that they like to play, their comfort picks, I doubt we'll see any huge changes. Right now, Rocket showing the Onron. Would be interesting.
Good to see you.
5, 4,
Switching over to the Sim, actually.
1.
Could just be TPing PGE to a different position. But looks like they're going to be sticking to this Symmetra pick.
Sentry in position.
Ryan does get forced out early as PDK looks for the off angle.
That feels much better. They're moving the payload. Shut it down. Stop the payload.
Will be Tread on cart trying to push it, but the high ground taken here just by Disguise pretty much for free, utilizing Rocket's TP. Just kind of those in between as PDK actually falling to PGE's field. The TP aggressively into the Mega by Rocket, putting in the damage onto Sniper. And Grapes just nowhere to go, nowhere to run away from that Symmetra. An unfortunate fight loss. But Extinction does have a re-engage here. They have the opportunity to come back in this. The deep TP, but seemingly a fake. Tread does take it as Lep takes down Ryan. It splits Extinction's eyes all around, and with Scuffed falling, that will spell the end. As it wasn't a fake at all, it was Tread to take the TP and then have the ability to dive in or to use those boosters to get out. Grapes not able to escape, since Sniper on to the Zarya. Trying something a bit different, as this is a now or never kind of moment. You have 5 ults online, 4 disguised. Sniper now really the only one not too close to there. Scuff still 15% away from their own Kiriko ultimate. Tread forcing out that engage, that recall as well from the likes of Ryan. PGE forcing that slide in as Ryan now tries to put pressure on it, but Rocket's the one that gets taken out. Grapes goes for the pressure, but it's completely shut down. Scuffed trades Kiriko ultimates with Skyle, but the positioning and the ult usage from Disguised is just a bit more cohesive. PGE finding that final pick onto Sniper, and the cart looking to get pushed the way.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
That second point being capped with over 5 minutes remaining. Oh, Ryan going aggressive, looks for that pulse bomb. A Sniper about half energy, looks to put the pressure onto Tread, but after using both of those bubbles, the willingness, the ability to stay alive becomes so much harder. But PDK with the overclock able to aggressively slide past the crosshairs of PGE, take down the pick.
Good to see you. Hello.
And Extinction to find their footing, alas, on this third point. But some adjustments being made here. Lep to be switching over to the Lucio, PGE to the Bastion, and Tread over to the Ram. So now the brawl favoring Disguise in the great brawl off in the big 26. A bubble used early by Sniper leaves them easily killable. It's PGE to be able just to take the TP out of the grab sent in by Sniper. And now the follow-up is there as PGE takes down a third, and PDK Rocket to clean up Ryan. Skyle does fall, which means there will be a solid re-engage here. Lep going back to pick up Skyle. Rape switching over to the Juno, switching back now to a Mizuki as Sniper switches to the Diva. Would be a miracle if Ryan ended up on the Diva. But the repositioning, and the early shot on from PDK onto Rocket. Beautiful engage, but can the follow-up be there? PGE to fall as Ryan finds that pick. Pulse bomb online as Ryan backs out of that engage. The TP put up by Rocket does allow for a disengage, but the ult coming online from both of these squads could be the difference maker as Sniper swaps over to match the Ramatra. Grapes. Can I have this Mizuki now online? We'll have to see if those tethers can pay off. Ryan still has this pulse bomb online. Scuffed has the ultimate to match Skyle's ultimate, but deciding to go first. The ability to disengage is there, and that's exactly what Disguise will do. Perhaps a bit too early from Extinction to try and go aggressively to pop that, and now this fight just made a bit more difficult. Lep's gonna have beat Skyle, Rocket, PGE, soon to be Tread. PDK and Ryan will have to come up huge here. The form used early, the pulse does hit that sim wall. PGE to pop the ultimate of the Roan, forces Sniper off on their own angle, but Rocket to be killed before that beat can go off. PDK does get traded as Grapes will get followed up on. There has to be a secondary touch here. Ryan, recall forced, does find the initial touch to slow things down. A Sniper now uses that form onto point. TP by Scuffed onto the point, as now it's Tread's turn to force Extinction to yield. PGE to find the pick on the Sniper, though. Shirley starts to clean things up, and with Ryan being picked off, a valiant effort from Extinction, but Disguised just getting the better of Extinction, utilizing those very fast-paced, fast-tempo brawl compositions that you haven't really seen too many teams take out as of late. Much more favoring a bit slower, a bit more, shall we say, flighty jetpack bashing compositions, or more poke with that Sigma Korea comp that we saw the likes of Zeta pull out. But seeing some different comps, some different styles still be viable is a good look overall.
Are you surprised?
And with that final map being won out by Disguised, 3-2. Disguise does take the map win, the match win as well. And we look to the future now. We look to see what is next for both of these teams, as Extinction will head to the lower bracket, and their next match will be against the winners of Kintsugi versus Dildux. That Master Division Grandmaster face-off will be tomorrow, or excuse me, it's ongoing. In 2 hours it will go down. A slight change of plans, though. We probably won't be able to watch that one. However, if you want to catch Extinction's match against the winner of that game and see if Extinction can make it into OWCS, as Disguised have indeed punched their ticket in winning that match against Extinction. Extinction will now have to win this match tomorrow. Tomorrow it is currently scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern time, but make sure you take a look at all of Extinction's socials. x.com/ExtinctionNA1. Make sure you go peep merch as well at extinctionesports.com. Pick up your custom jersey with your own name, number, and country flag on it, as well as Wicked Stanley t-shirts. Mine is in the wash, that's why I'm not wearing it today, but I hope to have it tomorrow, and I hope to see you tomorrow on both my channel of Hyper the Worst and the Extinction NA1 channel. Thank you, gamers, so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow. Extinction down but not out, just in that lower bracket, will be pitted against either Kintsugi or Dildux. So stay tuned for that. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope to be live a bit later, but just some things that popped up that I have to take care of, unfortunately. So thank you so much for watching. Much love. Take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.